Hello, Louisiana Beer Reviews. We're looking at Bucktown Brown.
This comes from a local craft brewery called Port Orleans. Notice that most of their style beers there are Vienna styles. This one is rocking in at 6% alcohol. IBUs are not listed, or at least I didn't see them on the can. This is called Bucktown Brown. It goes on and on about Bucktown being part of New Orleans, and officially it is not part of New Orleans. It is on the other side of the canal, which is Jefferson Parish. It's very close to the West End, Lakeview area, which is New Orleans, but what separates the two parishes is a canal. If y'all remember Katrina, that was the big, huge levee breach that flooded 80% of the city. It was primarily at that breach at the 17th Street Canal.
Where the flood wall fell over.
Yeah, the flood wall actually, imploded on the other side. So we're gonna go ahead, a little history about that. This is actually a, what do you call it, like an unclassified township in Jefferson Parish, which is right next to Orleans Parish, which is more commonly known, the whole parish is New Orleans. Or if you don't know what a parish is, it's a county in your area. So we're going to go ahead and crack this open and see what it's all about. This is a nut brown ale. If you had a nut brown ale, you know what it is. Believe we did a review of something that I said tasted like a nut brown ale. Yeah, with syrup added to it.
So Bucktown is sort of like, used to be like a separate little village, but then as Metairie got so big, it just like became part of it, basically.
It's
a neighborhood of Metairie.
It's basically a fishing village is all it is.
Yeah, with seafood restaurants now.
No, not yet. You got most of it, so I don't know what you're grabbing.
I was looking to see if I could find the IBUs. And
they're not disclosed on the can. I just went through that.
there's a Coast Guard station over there. There's the restaurants.
Seafood restaurants.
Yeah, there's St. Louis King of France Catholic Church and School.
It's basically suburbs.
The IBUs are very low because it's saying almost all malty and no hoppiness. It's on to the sweet side and
Is
over
it
to the
listed?
dark.
Is the IBUs
Only
listed?
by a sliding scale. So you
Okay.
get the
All right,
impression
so-
that they're probably around 14 or 12. Yeah.
Undisclosed on the can.
All right. It's reddish brown.
It's not brown color.
Okay.
It's more brown than it is anything. Cheers.
Cheers. Like tea.
All right. Like a very dark brewed tea. Also, the bubbles are real small, as in with just about every Vienna style I've had. This one kind of reminds me of a little bit of Negro Modelo and those brown ales that we get south of the border. Imported toast.
Yeah. Dos Equis Ambar, Modelo Negra.
Yeah. Can't think of any others.
Okay.
So, we'll sip this, see what it's all about.
A little bread crust on the nose. Now the flavor is, like you said, nutty, like pecans. The brown bread, the maltiness. It's like toasted malt, not roasted.
Yeah, it's kind of toasted flavor a little bit. It's sweet.
Yeah, on the sweetness scale, it's 4 out of 5 sugar cubes, but not in a bad way. Not like these flavored malt beverages.
I wouldn't call it 4 out of 5. I'd call it 3. And the sweetness is not overly powered like you'd get a high fructose corn syrup sweetness.
I know. I was just about to say it's sweet, but not in a bad way like you get with some of the flavored malt beverages, which those are 5 out of 5. Some of those are like,
It's just a subtle sweetness.
1 out of 5 hop cones. So if you're a hop head, this may not work for you. If you're a nut head, it might.
I'd say it's like a half of a hop cone. It's not that hoppy at all. It is nutty. It's kind of got a little tea flavor to it, coffee flavor.
It's light bodied for a 6%.
Yeah.
So it's like maybe low medium, it's between light and medium. It's a crisp finish. This would be the kind of thing that you could drink a lot of it, but it would catch you because it's 6%.
Right.
And you might say, woof. Because 6%, yeah, malt liquor area, so
It's good.
it's good.
It's very drinkable. What's that noise?
Messages.
You don't put your.
I'm gonna have to put it on silent because some people are very texty, which becomes testy.
Well, it was good. I liked it. It's a Vienna style beer, and one of the dead giveaways is that they describe it as a New Orleans style. I don't really know what that means. I never heard of a New Orleans style beer.
I don't think it's a Vienna style lager. That's a lager, and that's usually around 4%, 4.5, maybe 4.9 if you push the envelope. I think it's a nut brown ale, like you get with Samuel Smith's from England. Is it an English style? Yeah, New Orleans style.
So what is the strongest Vienna style beer you've had? And I will share mine with you.
Vienna style lager? Probably, I was going to say Michelob Amberbach, but that's not a Vienna style.
Try it.
Dos Equis Ambar might be considered one. There's Victoria from, forgot about that dark beer, reddish brown. Victoria is definitely one. It's only 4. Yeah.
Come on, you're missing the obvious one. The one I like.
I think Modelo Negra is considered a Munich
No,
Dunkel.
it's a Vienna style.
Okay.
It even says so inside. You have to look it up again. But that is a 5.6% alcohol.
Right. 5.4. 5.4.
Oh, I'm corrected.
This,
So if this is a Vienna style, because it says New Orleans style, and this will be the strongest one we've ever had. It's
Right.
6%.
but it's not. I love nut brown ales. I think craft beer companies should make more of them. We don't really get many.
I wish that these companies
I like
would
that nutty
go
flavor.
back to what made them good. I think this is a perfect time for craft beer to push that reset button and figure out.
And get away from
what-
Lucky Charms and
I'm not finished. And figure out what they did right, what they did wrong, eliminate it, and what they did right, make it better. Because you're not even creating beer anymore. Because if some of these styles that are out were beer, don't you think that some of these styles would be out over the last 2,000 years? Go ahead and give it a score. We can finish it. That's not going to stop. So
I guess they didn't make Lucky Charms beers in the 1600s. I'm scoring this at A 94. I love
yeah,
it.
I'm going to give this an A as well, and I'm going to give it a 95. I think it's a really good beer. It's almost excellent, and for something local that you can get like this, as opposed to some of the other bear that we get, I don't like them. But this one's very enjoyable.
Yeah. So Laissez Le Bon Temps Relais, a most excellent nut brown ale from New Orleans, Louisiana, and it's not located in Bucktown. It's just an homage to Bucktown. They're located next to the river. So.
Right. Thank you, Port Orleans. Y'all are on the Port of Orleans.
Right. So y'all go to New Orleans and visit Port Orleans Brewery, and then go look at the port facilities.
Yeah. By the way, if y'all come here and you want to look up this brewery, there's 2 other ones that are right around each other. One is Urban South, which is a nice one, and the other one is, of course, NOLA Brewing.
Right. So you got
there's 3 of them probably within a mile of each other, and you can Uber from either one, and then it's a couple of nano breweries, and I think there's a one in the French Quarter that's been around for a while in Decatur.
Yeah.
So, and of course, it's Gordon Birch.
Gordon Biersch, yeah.